Time, the most valuable resource. The dimension that connects the past, the present, and future. Unless we get into the realms of the movie Interstellar, we can't get back the time that we have used or lost. At least not for now. Time is what we want the most, but what we use the worst. Time is also the greatest resource we have to achieve our goals. Good morning, everyone. I am Shravan Kumar, and I believe that the quickest way to reach our goals and set our spirits high is to not waste time. I am going to do a small activity. Take this juice to be the time that you have in your life. And these glasses represents the number of activities that you compulsorily do in order to maintain your balanced, healthy life. Now let's go. I would say that you spend time on sleeping and eating, some time with studies and work, on some sport, with families and friends, and some time on activities like playing video games and using social media apps. Now, this is the amount of time left with us to work for the activities that help us grow and set us apart from the others. These, my friends, are the goals which are often neglected and are gulped down into the deepest depths of lack of motivation. That was good, but is it really good? This brings me to my topic for today. Why do we lose motivation so easily? Is it because we don't have time, or because we have just gulped down whatever little was remaining? Quite a while ago, one of my college lecturers tried doling out some life advices to me. He inquired about my life, and I shared my interests, my hobbies, and all the classes that I had been doing, which, trust me, wasn't less. He gave me a piece of advice which remains etched in my memory till today. He said, "Shravan, channelize your mind and energy into one particular thing. Why do you have to keep yourself preoccupied in so many activities? Why? Why?" Well, let me tell you, if you think that was the moment that changed my life, you would be disappointed. I carried on with my life, my classes, and all the things that I had loved to do. After some time, we met again, and I told him where I was in my life and all the things that I had accomplished, having developed a huge student base in music, art, and dance, being written about in the articles, to having gained titles in international competitions, to which he asked me another question, and that was, how do you manage all this? That was my moment of realization. I realized that the question was changed from why to how. Then another thing struck my mind. The main reason that we lose motivation is because of the simple question that is thrown at us constantly by others as well as by ourselves sometimes. And that is, why? Why? Why do you need this? Why do you do this? Is it necessary? A man well into his life gave me an advice which we have been listening to for ages. And that is, a jack of all trades is a master of none. If I would have listened to him that day and stopped all the things that I had been doing, I would have never seen the light of this day. But then, all I had to do was to change my outlook towards the same age-old saying, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but is better than a master of one. This is exactly the motto of my life. I do so many activities because they are the things that I love to do. And I am sure that you would have witnessed the same thing in your life, that when you do something that you love, no matter whatever it may be, you don't feel vexed. You don't feel that you're working unless someone and something comes and drops out that question of why. And if this happens, all you need to do is re-evaluate what made you start that particular activity. Get back to the moment when you started and think why it was important to you back then. Doing things that you love and enjoy can never be a burden. It's often easy to start something new. How many of us would have gone and joined a music class but dropped in less than a year of studying it? The main difficulty is to maintain consistency and make sure there is continuity. And for this, you need passion. Now here's the thing. I don't burn out not because I take things lightly. I don't burn out because they are the things that I love to do. When you do things that you like and enjoy, it can never be a burden. It becomes a part of your life. And the biggest part of my life was my passion of art. I started with a humble earning of 250 rupees per month for my work as a professional artist. I started teaching my neighbor's child. Seeing the result, the parents started spreading the word. Slowly, my student base increased, along with my confidence and my earnings. As of now, I take music, art and dance classes to around 150 to 160 students across the city. Despite knowing the declining sustainability of these arts, I decided to make this my livelihood. Making this choice was a blessing, and it now sustains me financially. Let me ask you, is your passion important to financial sustainability? I would say yes. Quoting someone who I look up to, Shailendra Babu IPS, DGP of Tamil Nadu once said, if you work more than what you're paid for initially, then there comes a day where you'll be paid more than what you work. All my activities earns me money, tons of it. And I'm not ashamed to say that I want to be rich. When I talk about something being a part of life, it also includes the state of being poor or rich. Being poor or rich isn't just a condition, it's a mindset. Wanting to have a rich life is not always the same as being greedy. The same money allows me to take care of my loved ones. It assures me a comfortable living and a good health. It also allows me to reach my goals. One of these goals is to help people who need it and make sure they achieve their dreams. Having faced a lot of hardships at a young age, I thought it would be fitting that I help people who are less fortunate. No matter how superficial it may sound, but believe me, knowing that you are the reason for someone's smile is the most satisfying thing in this world. Because of this, I financially support underprivileged children so that they can live up to their full potential. Philanthropy, according to me, isn't just the means of helping people. It is also means of finding peace with myself. Giving back to the society is what gives me happiness. It gives me fulfillment. So it all comes in full circle. As of now, I support over 40 children, and my goals and dreams gets bigger and bigger by the minute. Needless to say, my lifestyle isn't easy. Sometimes it exhausts me as well. Maybe because of the people around me, because of the circumstances, and sometimes my own faults. This exhaustion, does it ruin your dreams? Doing what I love, earning what I deserve, giving back to the society is what gives me happiness, and it keeps me going. If you choose a lifestyle that does not resonate with the person who you really are, then no amount of work will take you to a happy place. You'll end up in midlife crisis. And that's when you feel the exhaustion, the burden of the world, exhausting. The burden of the world coming and staying on your head. Stay strong with your dreams and never let your passion go away. Your passion will never let you down. Sometimes we feel exhausted when we look at someone who is more talented than us. Having talent is not the only criteria. Your competitor might be more talented than you, maybe more fortunate than you are, or have more support financially, and so on. But I believe it's possible to gain success once you outshine yourself, cross your threshold, and achieve difficult goals. Doing all these things keeps me motivated, and it gives me fulfillment. There are always hurdles that comes in your way when you're working for your destination, always hampering your journey. But the secret lies in us. The truth lies in us to stay calm and cross over all the storms. I would like to talk about the time when I got my first painting order. I was overwhelmed with this opportunity. Since I was inexperienced, the person chose to decide the price after seeing my painting. So I gave my best and presented my work to him and waited with eagerness for his comments. But I was extremely aghast when he insulted me. He humiliated me and spoke things that I can't forget till today. During this dark time, my mother's support and the work ethics she instilled in me pushed me forward and made this situation into a new learning experience. It also made me a better artist and made me to overcome my innermost inhibitions. This brings me to my next topic. The main theme is, with just as many people around you saying, why do you do this? Why do you want this? You need people who say, go on. I want you all to take away this particular point from this talk is, no matter how busy you are, find people, those who see you. Find time for them, those who are your constant support, who trust in you when you don't have hope in yourself. Few months ago, I was abandoned by my friend, who meant the world to me. Because of this situation, I was not able to work with my full potential. But I was able to overcome these difficult times with the help of the consoling words of my friend Sumant, who treats my mistakes and my achievements the same. My friend Chaitali, she instilled hope in me that I had the capacity to get back on track. And most importantly, the trust in humans was restored by my sister Madhubala, who considers motivating me her duty. I believe in God, and His teachings have been imperative in assisting me throughout my life. Thanks to my support system, I am able to overcome all the challenges that life throws at me. What keeps me still motivated is that I can live with my own decisions. My methods may not work out with everyone, but what definitely works out is you find time to find out who you really are and what are the things that you want to live with and work for in life. I have gained a lot in life, but it hasn't been without any losses. From childhood to the early years of my youth, I had to make a lot of choices in the simplest of things. Practicing my hobbies over watching TV, competitions over hanging out with friends, dealing with heart-wrenching criticisms and situations over moving out to something new. But what makes me still do it is that I know and I believe that I can still grow old and die without any regrets having made these choices. I am now reaping the results for the work that I put in years ago today. This reinstates my faith and makes me believe that hard work never goes in vain. And for this, I am thankful. This is not the end of the road for me. There is so much yet to learn. To all those tuned into this talk, I would like to tell you one thing. Explore. Explore the things that you love, for they make you happy. Explore with the things unknown, for there is so much to learn. Explore with childlike curiosity, for your mind is the most open then. Explore with sensible maturity, so that you can take obstacles in your stride. Keep exploring and know what makes you, and take all that you can. But remember to give back more than what you take. Before I leave, I would like to represent the beauty of life in the form of colors. Now, as I paint, remember all the bad memories and bad situations that you encountered in your life. Think about what made you go inside that particular situation. What are the lessons that you learned from those same situations? Just think. And now, think about good memories that you made with your favorite and loved ones. Think about what are the lessons that you learned from those memories. Just think, and what are the lessons that the same situation taught you? Know what is your driving force. And amongst all these colors, just think where you stand in your life. And think about the people who are your support system. And just continue with the journey of life, because colors make life vibrant and beautiful. Thank you.